We're going to introduce you our boys on Team Blue and on Team Red. The Team Blue are going to start off with a Daggerneth, playing the good old Outlaw. Got them Jaina swords, and we got Kasten playing another Boomkin here. Alright, we got Luminastre playing the Retribution Paladin, Lightforged Knight. Probably, and honestly, one of the best looking allied race Mogs. I honestly feel like it's the best looking one. We got one, the Demonology Warlock. Look at, he got that, okay, with the toy, I guess it looks a little weird. And then we got ourselves Vidlion on Team Blue. With Team Red, we got ourselves Love. Is he going to show any of his enemies some love? Going to be, I think, an Assassination Rogue, Lucron playing the Demonology Warlock, Draydog playing the Destruction. Whoa, he's undead now. Oh my god, looks so good. Destro Warlock on you as a DH, and Vindel as a Red Pally. So these guys have a Red Pally for Red Pally, Demo for Demo, Rogue for Rogue, with a few variations. This is going to be on you. First up off the bat, looks like versus Vidlion. Fury Warrior versus Demon Hunter. We see a lot of this, how this goes down for Kachakan and Purple Haze, for example. One of you just trying to approach him, trying to see if you can get the honor duel in there. Vidlion not really trying to get in there. Running circles around each other, just circling. Alright, boys. The cherry's head off! Get in there, one of you. Get in there, Vidlion. I want to see your boys really put on the best goddamn performance I've ever seen. Gotta be both of them charging at each other, connecting down the middle. It's gotta be like two, what is it, Reinhardts just slamming each other with a charge. Vidlion losing quite a bit of health though. It's gonna land a fear, leaping away as Audio does get quite a bit of big zap at Vidlion. He's gonna go back and recover his health a little bit, has a bit of a bleed. Looks like he's going to go for the Warlock Healthstone a little bit early, landing the charge onto Oneu, but the Blade Dance, I think, does interrupt his heal. Going to be a trick out of Vidlion a little bit early with a Blade Storm to follow. Oneu is just trying to bail out of that for a second, try to wait out for the next set of I-Beam. There it goes, does get interrupted on it. Vidlion might need to go for a bit of heals. It's going to go for the range regen, but with a Mallet that he just couldn't reflect. Down he goes. Kasten is up next as a Boomkin. I don't think he should give Oneu any kind of advantage. You're playing behind here, Kasten. Is he gonna go for full honor? Aw, so honorable. You're gonna die, you know. Showing a Demon Hunter honor. You give him an honorable duel. Gonna land that root. Gonna be a reversal for Oneu with reverse magic as he's trying to get up to. Actually just slams everybody else but Kasten just now. Even zaps somebody on Team Blue. Gonna be a Metamorphosis coming down. As Kasten is gonna go for a Barkskin Thorns as well. Gonna get a silence on the Demon Hunter eyes with another root on EU. He's gonna break out of it with his immunity. That's going to be Kasten just trying to see if he can line the side and just trying to see if he can range the Metamorphosis. That's going to be 30 seconds of straight up carnage for Oneu. So if Kasten can avoid as much of the damage as he can, that would be best. Incarnation coming down for the Balance Druid, trying to get the dots and damage rolling. Sergeants are coming out onto Oneu right now. Going to land the Disarm with a little bit of arcane damage. Going to get interrupted on his Arcane, stunned on his Cyclone. Lands the Cyclone a little bit late. Going to be a trick for Oneu into another root onto the Demon Hunter. Kasten, if anything, at least he's using those roots as best as he can. It's going to get some freebie damage onto Oneu with a couple, another root to follow, I think, actually, just stumping him up left and right. Was it another root? It was really hard to tell. It looked like he was trying to bail out and got stopped in place. Kasten, though, dropping very low in health. Needs some heal while and bear from Thorns were up, but it's not enough. And that's you slamming another one out of the park with one finally coming out. The boss of the group, the head honcho, coming in, the leader of that group of one versus Oneu. Gonna be a rematch for both of these. We'll see how these two are gonna play it out. And Oneu is like, you know what? I'm gonna give you an honor duel. I'm really waiting for Blur to be open about 7 more seconds. But I'm still gonna do it. Now that he has Blur up, he might be able to have a chance. That's gonna be someone Succubus for one, actually. He's gonna play Succubus against Oneu? Is he really? Oh my god, it's gonna be a very interesting duel as Demonology Warlock goes for a Succubus instead of a Felguard. That's a stun and the Felguard damage out of the window. That succubus is going to do some CC, some damage, but not nearly as much. Going to be a horror effect onto on EU with a fear to follow. Actually trying to get the hand to go down a little bit early, and that's going to be one on EU bailing out for a second. Going to be pet CC, and one is going to get the full tyrant in there. Hand to go down to follow. That's going to be darkness coming down with, oh my god, try to see if he can just take the damage. He's just getting lucky with how much darkness is absorbing right now. Let's try to see if he can get away from the tyrant. Just obliterating away from the tyrant with Fel Rush is going to be immunity right now as he gets hit by a Maledict, and he outlived a lot of the damage. Really just was like, you know what, let's roll the bones here, cross my fingers and hope that darkness keeps me afloat, and it did. It was probably the best move ever. Ballsy move, Cotton, and it paid off. One is still fighting it out. It's going to be reflect onto on EU's Maledict, I'm pretty sure, as he looks like he got hit by 2 Maledicts now. And that's going to be one CC'ing him for just a second just to get the imps up and running. The imps are actually getting quite a range on the side though. They're doing quite a bit of damage as the doggers come out as well. That's going to be a horror effect back on EU. It looks like he's still taking quite a bit of damage, even though Succubus is not quite a Felguard. Any kind of damage that one is putting out is going to still do quite a bit. This is where the Felguard comes out to finish him off. Going to get that stun in there. Maybe? Possibly? Yep, you're just going to get that instant cast, and down he goes. Who's up next? Is it going to be Love? Should have been Love Doctor or something. Gonna be Love from Darkspear. Getting that Garrod onto one as the bet is gonna go for a bit of a spin. Getting out the Boscourge Bomber just to walk the rogue into it. No, Wall coming out pretty early for one right now as he's just trying to get damage into Love. Gonna force out that Cloak, which is gonna put him up in a bad situation against a powerful Tyrant. Gonna go for that Fear into Drain Life. The beams are actually doing quite a bit of damage. Gonna get the Demon Dogs out with advantage to follow. Try to Shadow Feeder in a random location. Misses. But he has a pretty big army. If he wants to get a massive tyrant, he could actually sacrifice all those imps if he could find one out in the open somehow. Gonna be a kidney shot, gonna be a restun into Love. Gonna force a trinket out of him, but a poison bomb is gonna put one in a bad situation. He needs to get a lot of pets up and running in order to get another set of tyrant into a hand to go down. Getting the tyrant up right now. Is he gonna be able to get the angle onto one? Boscourge Bombers on one hand. It's gonna be Doggers on the other. And he's gonna come out, needs to kite him into it. It looks like he's done quite a bit of job. Actually kited him right into the tyrant as he's just clapping him out right now. Look at it. The tyrant actually doing quite a bit of damage, blinding the tyrant. That's where most of the damage from the Warlock comes from, as the little imps just kind of tickling, and it's going to swap out into a pet. Saran, how do you have Chinese characters and then Russian characters on pets now? The pet's name is Sarandio. Something like that, something along those lines. I'm pretty sure it's like not a Russian name. It doesn't sound Russian. Gonna be pets. Boscourge Bombers wants it. He's gonna be able to kite him into it. That's what it looks like. He's trying to make this. He's giving these guys a choice. Do you want to deal with me, or do you want to deal with my Boscourge Bombers? Do you want to deal with me on this side of the wall, or with a tyrant on the other side of the wall? Oh my goodness. And Love goes down as one is going to get a port. I don't think he really needed to. Next up is going to be Lucron, though. Demonology versus Demonology. If you've seen the Demonology Warlock doing super well out in duels right now, you got to counter it with another Demonology Warlock. That's literally all you can do when that happens. Lucron is going to slowly walk up to one. Is going to give him a nice bow. Lucron is going to give a nice bow, too. It's going to be... I wonder what Lucron plays, actually. I'm pretty sure Lucron, he plays a little bit different playstyle. He has a second Doomguard or Felguard that he can summon with a second stun, so he can chain those stuns with a massive Tyrant that also sacrifices pets. He also has the Doomguard spin as his powerful ability, while one on the other hand has the Boscourge Bombers for a bit of damage, and he plays with a imps that he summons passively. So he passively summons more and more demons over time. Gonna be a Gonna be a banish out of both of the Warlocks in the opener. I can't tell whose pet is whose actually at this point. That's gonna be kind of hard. I'm gonna guess Lucron's pet is the one with no name. The one's pet is gonna be the one with a name. Tyrant coming out, but whose Tyrant is going to be? One Tyrant coming out. It's going to be Reflect. Banishing the Tyrant immediately. Going to be Reflect for one right now. Is looking to try to get quite a bit of damage. Shadow Go Down is coming out right now for him. Tyrant is still coming out. Actually going to be able to get one shot in there. Maybe second shot into Lucron. Third shot to fall as Lucron does have wall. And now Lucron's turn is to get the big Tyrant play rolling. Actually looks like he didn't get the full Tyrant setup. Now he is. The Tyrant coming out. One needs to deal with that immediately. Looks like he's trying to line his side. He's going to go for a banish as soon as it comes out. Trying to see if he can get a stun in there. Wall coming out to can land the full banish, does banish the Tyrant. That's going to go ahead and go down as he's getting beat up by those Felguards back to back. Maledict to follow onto Lucron, going to hit him. It's going to drop down the Boscourge Bomber. Silence up for a second with a trinket. Lucron's over there dealing with a couple, actually no pets. He's actually going to pull his Tyrant back, and one. How is he doing back here? Looks like his pet is out of commission for now. Is he over there with Lucron? Yes, he is. Now he is. Lucron pulled his pet completely. Going to fear out the Tyrant. Look at that Beyblade go, though. Going to get a horror effect onto one. Could he chain anything off that? No, he's not going to be able to. Going to get a banish from both of those pets, so no stuns are available for a bit. Actually, one is going to banish one of the Dreadstalkers. Interesting choice. I guess he wanted to banish some pet. Maybe he picked the wrong one by accident. Going to drop down Boscage Bombers. Can he kite Lucron into it? No, not going to happen. One is going to banish the pet. Going to get a stun onto Lucron, which is perfect for him. Going to be able to get another stun with a hand of cooldowns coming out. Is he going to go for the big Tyrant? Going to get a reflect for Lucron. That's going to be Lucron actually surrounded by pets right now. Surrounded by demons into another horror effect, into another hand of cooldown. And Tyrant is going to come out. Going to be a reflect for Lucron right now. Going to be banishes coming out for both of those two. And then one still has the Tyrant. And Tyrant actually is just attacking the wrong pet. What is that Tyrant doing? That Tyrant is attacking Lucron's Doomguard. What a dumb pet it is. What a dumb pet it is. One is going to have to pour it out of there. Stun into Lucron. Can he get away fast enough? The pets are approaching. Needs to get a drain life on those. With the fear to follow. Does he proc him the big leech? Lucron is going to get in there immediately. It looks like one doesn't have a lot of health left. And Lucron does snipe him out. If that Tyrant only started hitting Lucron instead of Lucron's Felguard, I think one would have had it. And Daggerath comes in to take out Lucron as he has no health left. Next up is going to be Vinyl. Vinyl? I don't want to say Vinyl. Vinny is up next. Versus Daggerath is to get that full stun into Vinny. Getting quite a bit of damage though as an Outlaw who has a Blade Rush, dropping Vinny down to about half health as Wings coming out for Vinny. Is Daggerath going to respond to this though? He's actually going to get himself a massive heal while inside of the group. It's going to be Maledict to follow. Stun into Vinny right now. Still has Wings up and running. Is Daggerath going to go for anything else? Going to be Shield of Vengeance up and running for Vinny right now. Daggerath is going to be able to just sprint out of there, blind to Vinny, try to see if he can force a cooldown on him. Is that going to be a Trinket Bubble? Anything? No. Daggerath is going to be able to catch a full reset then. As long as he doesn't get hit by that Shield of Vengeance. Saps it far enough out of reach. If he can get the full setup opener again right now. Gonna get a reroll of bones going. Good buffs actually. Crit buffs is gonna be good. Instant Trinket for Vinny right now as Daggerath is just gonna continue trucking damage into him. Does land a full stun. Pistol shots to fall again. Fat heat my calls. Parry for Daggerath. It's gonna be Bubble for Vinny. Daggerath is not gonna vanish this for now. Should maybe consider vanishing as Vinny's just getting full flashlights in there. Daggerath still has parry for just a few seconds as it dissipates right as Vinny's bubble goes down. Does get a gouge. What kind of buff do you get? Not the best buff, but it's going to get a lot of cooldown reduction. Stun into Vinny right now with a Blade Dance to follow. Blade Rush actually. It's going to be quite a bit of damage on our Daggerath. Does get any kind of procs. Hodge coming down. Does he have anything for it? Vinny's playing very defensively. No Wings out of the Paladin. Could have went for the kill, but decided, you know what? I think I need to survive this a little bit longer. And Dagger is going to bail out of there with advantage, but it's actually going to be right in front of Vinny. Gonna reopen up on him with a cheap shot. Does he have enough though? Damage, stun, follow. Bob coming out. Does Dagger have anything? No. Actually, Vinny's gonna be able to recover. Get it to throw the judgment at Daggerath as he's coming out. That's gonna be Blade Rush for Dagger. Hopefully, he has a Cloak of Shadows for this or something, because that's gonna be a Hodge. Immediately gonna come out. Gonna use that ticket to get quite a bit of heal. A Drone Rush to follow. Try to see if he can get quite a bit of damage. Cloak coming out. Actually getting smacked out by Vinny at the very last second. That's gonna be Luministy just taking him out. That's gonna be Drake Dog. What's his Loom? As the last two standing. Loom is not wasting any time trying to get over there. Make it over to Drake Dog immediately. That's going to be a massive immolate with a Chaos Bolt coming out for Drake Dog right now. Try to get as much damage into Loom as he can. Stun to follow. Cataclysm afterwards. Couple Incinerators chucking out to follow. Bob coming in for Loom. Not going to have a bubble for a while. So might have put himself in a bad situation with Forbearance. I don't know what he could have done with a Bop right here. Getting interrupted on his hole. He actually completely locked out. Can he do anything? Shield of Vengeance, maybe anything at all? No. And Drake Dog takes him out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was quite a long duel. I like that one though. Worst pet AI in the world. It is, Dal. It is. That was just the worst. That is the worst pet. Like, how? Who programmed that thing, right? Who programmed that thing? They decided, oh.